Okay, we learned about the analogous colors and we've learned about banyan trees and positive and negative space. Today we're going to fill in the negative space with some oil pastel, and I want you to use two or three analogous colors. So colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. And I also want you to go right next to your lines that you created. So this one I've already started with some yellow and some orange. I'm gonna move this one out of the way. So when I use my color, I'm going to go right next to that line. So it kind of imitates the line that I already drew, and you can kind of decide how much you want to use of that color. So I'm using yellow, and this is sort of a bright orange. If I can find another orange, I might use a different orange, or I can use white. White is sometimes an interesting mixture because I can get a lighter value. Sometimes you need to peel away some of the paper. And when you overlap those colors, you mix them together with oil pastel. It's almost like painting. I'm gonna just keep going up here, mixing some of these colors together. I can overlap my orange. You can see I'm kind of overlapping that orange and it's making an even lighter value. I can decide if I want to go back maybe and add a little bit more orange to some of that. I can do that, or even add a little bit more red on top of my orange to make this a little bit darker. That's kind of interesting, just making that a little bit darker along that edge to make that stand out. Now you get these little crumbs, I call them crumbs, so I'm just gonna take my finger and kind of blend those together. I'm not gonna blend too much with my finger because I wanna have enough of the oil pastel that it does the work for me. If I'm using my finger too much to blend, sometimes it hurts my finger, but it also, you might not get the color that you're looking for. So that's looking kind of cool. Now you can decide if you want to do all the same colors, maybe you want to make a pattern, but you can decide what colors that you want to use. Just make sure after you've blended with your finger's going to be kind of dirty. When you switch to a different color, you're going to want to use a different finger or get a paper towel to wipe off your finger. And I want you to notice, hopefully you can see this, I'm going right next to this line that I've already created with the paint. I'm not coloring it in, just back and forth. I'm going right next to that line, making sure that shape stays visible. And then when I look at my colors, this is kind of a yellow-green. I might choose a yellow, or I might choose a blue. This is kind of a blue color, overlapping some of that with my blue, making those colors blend together even more. And I also might choose another green. This is kind of a darker green to kind of overlap that blue. I'm gonna make that blue just more of a blue-green with my oil pastels. And that looks really good. All right, now I've got to choose a different finger to kind of blend those together, making sure that those are nice and smeared in. The colors that are down here are going to be warm colors. I want you to do the colors that are below here warm, and then we're gonna work on the reflections next week. So this is gonna be down here. I'm gonna talk to you about how to make that look like the reflections, but we're gonna do analogous colors and then try to keep these all the warm colors, which are red, orange, and yellow, and then we'll make this look a little bit different with the cool colors. And then you are finished.